And I forgot to switch the scene because I'm really good at this game of streaming. My apologies. We didn't miss too much. There we go. I promise, I am a professional streamer. Here come the heretics, looking to engage. Calling for a switch here. The Tech Marine goes back into the garrison, and an Orky turret comes down. It's a really tricky position, actually, because you can only flank it by running all the way around. Tech Marine in the garrison, claiming the lives of a number of heretics. Don't really want to fight this guy from the cover of the garrison. It's a losing fight. You don't want it. You don't want it. Val's heretics have been successfully beaten to death by tactical marines. Excellent. Excellent work, tactical marines. 10 points, and the flamethrower is on the way, but there are no generators just yet to bash. Let's see. No, not double CSM. A single CSM and a Plague Champion coming in to persuade these lads to leave. Might like to see the Chaos Space Marines try and engage in melee here. Oh, heretics on retreat path. Chop, chop, chop. Doom Blast. Maybe one more. Nope, no such luck. What's going on down here? It's a lot of worshipping. A lot of worshipping is going on down here. Nurgle feels very happy inside. We have burners up for the Slugger Boys, no big shooters, and it is, as I suspected, Devastators on the way. The mech has gone for his electric armor, diving in, dealing 10 power melee damage per second to people around him. Very useful for clearing out the hordes of heretics. Noise Marines is the choice for RedBeard, and Havocs for Val.Hero. The mech boy teleporting away to safety behind the walls. This is a very claustrophobic little tight area to fight in, and the Noise Marines will do very well against units in the garrison, so you just get out of there. Run away, lads. Back to the safety of the worship. So, this victory point pretty much locked down by Piano with his turret and his shooter boys. Can they get onto the power, however? It looks like maybe they took out one. There are grenade launcher heretics now firing over the walls. Meanwhile, Val.Hero moving up Havocs into the mid and has taken the northern victory point, shooting down a number of tactical marines. Well, I guess that was a Devastator, actually, maybe. Moving on to the power now, and setting up his own turret is Val.Hero. But from this position, the shooter boys can fire pretty much uncontested at the node. Tech Marine behind the barbed wire here, able to plink away at this generator. So a generator did go down for the cost of 5 or 6 heretics, it looks like. And the Devastator with the heavy bolters dealing with the Plague Champion of Val.Hero. Havoc's now setting up to bash power. Piano calling for the Tech Marine to move forwards and cap the power. Not sure if this is a great play, but it's certainly a play. It's going to be disrupted by the grenade launcher barrage. Here comes the mech boy going in. Cacophony is forced to dissuade the sluggers from engaging. But that has locked the Plague Champion in next to the electric armor mech boy. And here comes the Tech Marine again. Nice push here from Piano and Ruthless. That was well played between the two of them, and actually helped out quite a bit by the cacophony of the Noise Marines. Flame attacks will make fairly short work of the heretics, and the heavy bolt is setting up now. But Val.Hero has managed to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Noise Marines shutting down the ranged ability of the tactical marines, and grenade launchers disrupt the Devastators. Havoc's moving into a flanking position, and the Devastators will retreat. Doesn't look like... Do they have a grenade barrage left? I don't believe they do. No, we saw it actually used on the Devastators, so they will be able to cap this. Oh, and a Tech Marine turret in the corner here to secure the power. A second Orc turret. This is a lot of buildings being placed here. So obviously the heavy bolter turret of the Tech Marine is considerably better than the Orky turret of the Mech Boy. It has a considerably longer range, wider range of fire, does more damage, has more health, but it cannot be scuttled. You can scuttle the Orc turrets and get some of the resources back for them. So, players trading sides here. We have the Plague Champion of Val.Hero, just guarding. Meanwhile, this red power farm is now blue, protected by a Tarantula turret and a VP protected by 2 Orky turrets. Meanwhile, the Havocs of Val.Hero have managed to slay the Tech Marine. Slugger Knob up now for Piano, manages to get in there, activates Swamp 'em, headbutts a couple of guys to death, being suppressed now by the Chaos Heretics, but that's a rough place for them to be, and they might actually wipe here. Not quite. Are they going to get blocked enough? They are, and the grenade launcher barrage knocks them down. The Tarantula turret does a good number on the CSM as they get knocked back by a special attack from the Sluggers. Sluggers took a lot of damage, weren't able to wipe out either the Noise Marines or the Heretics. Suppression from most likely the shotgun blast, stopping the advance of the Chaos Space Marines. Tactical Marines with the Flamer looking to flank this turret position, which they will be able to do. Noise Marines trying to advance, but they can't march down into the teeth of this Tarantula. And a grenade will finish off this turret from the Plague Champion. CSM tangling up with the Tactical Marines. Suppression now from the Havoc team, running past the Havocs in point blank range. Is going to be very dangerous for these attacks, but they are on retreat, so it should be fine. Touch of Nurgle on the CSM to knock them down. It looks like they've been forgotten about. No, they haven't. They do get retreated out. Tier 2 now on the way for Ruthless. Tier 2 finished, and Plague Marines are up. The Plague Marine rocket launcher should eventually be able to finish off this turret, but under the power of suppression and with the Mech Boy in there punching him, it's going to definitely delay it. Costs the Plague Marines a model. Mech Boy now activates his electric armor as the Heretics move in. Going to do really good damage. Look at that. That teleports to safety. Sluggers and shooters are available in support, and the Death Dread is on his way, burning away the Chaos Havocs on the north side of the map. Worshipping Heretics being beaten down by the Tarantula, whilst the Sluggers desperately try and repair it. Grenade barrage disrupts them, does some damage to the Tarantula, but they are still repairing. These shooter boys, lucky to escape there, very low on health for those lads. Orky turrets have been scuttled for resources, and a Weird Boy is the choice next for Piano. And at this point the Tarantula should go down, Plague Marines not being suppressed. But it's done good work. Has held the red team off this power for a long time. The Death Dread is burning down the power farm of Val.Hero in the north, or sorry, on the east of the map, and is now tangling up with the Blood Crusher. Tech Marine is here in support, but all he has is the Artificer armor, which does not allow him to do great deals of anti-vehicle damage. However, the las cannon does do a significant amount of anti-vehicle damage, so Blood Crusher's days here are numbered. It is set up, it takes a shot, it's probably going to go down. One more shot. Oh, just managed to get out of range. Death Dread charging forwards, trying to get one last pincer. He's using Rampage. Chop! And down goes the Blood Crusher. I now know what this ability is called, and it's called Rampage. But it isn't, it's called Cult of Speed. Plague Marines gonna get chopped up. The Noxious Cloud does nothing. Repairs coming in for from the Tech Marine to repair the Death Dread. Good communication here between Piano and Ruthless. The Librarian. I didn't even notice this chap, but he almost got minced. Plague Marines very likely to go down here. Oh, one more hit. He doesn't have Cult of Speed, he can't catch up. Off he goes. What's going on over here? It's the Fetid Armor for Val.Hero and a Plague Fist for RedBeard. Look at how much repairs that Death Dread got from the global of the Tech Marine. It's insane. And we have a dropped pod tax in The Codex Astartes names this maneuver Steel Rain, and it went quite well for them this time. Mech Boy again, using his electric armor, being a pain in the arse, but is forced into retreat. Tzeentch CSM now up for RedBeard. We have Tzeentch CSM also for Val.Hero, and Bloodletters. The Havocs have the Mark of Khorne, which gives them an autocannon, very scary. Where are the Plague Marines? Coming back out of base are the Plague Marines. Difficult to find good angles of approach here for the Plague Marines. Let's see if they can pin the Death Dread between Plague Marines and the Plague Champion with a Plague Fist. Plague Marines, Plague Champion, Plague Fist. God, Nurgle's not exactly the most original of lads, is he? Warp Vomit here to stun the Plague Champion with the Plague Fist. Plague Marines supporting the Plague Champion with the Plague Fist. And the Weird Boy does get knocked down by a Grenade Barrage. And the, what was that? He knocked them down from behind. He farted on them. I'm not sure how he did that. Was it the Armor of Pestilence? Yes, it was the Armor of Pestilence. It damages and knocks back based on the damage the Plague Champion takes. The Weird Boy is standing idle. He may go down here. He will go down here. Whoops, that was a bit of a lapse of control from Piano. Not to worry. We shall see if it affects them too badly. The explosion of the Weird Boy knocks down the Tzeentch Chaos Space Marines. Tier 3 is on the way for Piano. But without the Weird Boy, he does lack a bit of control. He does lack that ability to stun large units of infantry like this. Whirlwind is the... Sorry, Whirlwind. It's a Razorback from Ruthless at heart. Light transport for the Space Marines. Vulnerable to the Plague Marines, vulnerable to the Plague Fist, and vulnerable to the Blood Crusher, and it is eventually replaced here by Val.Hero. Still no further war gear for the Plague Champion of Val.Hero. The Librarian has his Psychic Hood and is chopping up Bloodletters, but Bloodletters in turn chop up Tactical Marines, who take shelter inside of the Razorback. Bloodletters forced to teleport out into retreat. But Chaos Forces now setting up just outside the base of the blue team. Last Cannon devs do manage to alleviate the triple cap. But very, very large rosters here from the Chaos players. RedBeard goes up to tier 3. Flash Gits on the way for Piano, trying to burst down the Chaos players with ranged firepower. We have Plasma Gun Tax looking to do the same. Going to be engaged in melee by Aspiring Champion Heretics, even though there's only 3 of them. And they do get the Doom Blast that suppresses the Tech Marine with the Plasma Gun and forces the Tactical Marines to take shelter inside the Razorback. Cultist Speed Global from the Mech Boy. Zooming on the Death Dread into contact with the Plague Marines. And Sluggers trying to hold off the Plague Champion. Single Plague Marine model does go down. And here come the Flash Gits, upgrading their Git Finders to give them some more range, and then they'll probably go for Blasters, which are very dangerous against heavy infantry. But still, the double cap prevails. Look at the damage these Flash Gits are doing, oh my god. That Plague Champion got shreked. Razorback, fighting retreat. The Tactical Marines still inside? They are. Tactical Marines need to get out. They're not contributing anything at the moment. Here they go. Out they come. Deemed it safe to do so. The Librarian was also within. And can the Orcs and Space Marines make a push now? They need to... They've managed to reclaim the southern victory point. Sneaky teleporting mech managed to get in there. But he is no longer welcome around here. It's a fighting retreat here in the middle, trying to avoid the engagement of the Heretics. The Blood Crusher charges forward, tries to get the flank onto the Last Cannon devs, and will be able to do so. Defended, though, by the Death Dread. Veil of Time used on the Devastators, allowing them to move and set up more quickly. That was the Orbs of the Omnissiah from the Tech Marine, which has actually routed both Blood Crushers. In view of a Last Cannon, that's going to be a dead Blood Crusher. It also roots friendly vehicles, so the Death Dread of Piano was stunned by that, but without dedicated anti-vehicle support, it was not in danger. No blasters on the way for these flash kits, sticking with their, I guess, twin-linked shooters. And here we go. Daka Daka. So aiming, what's that used on the Plague Marines, and then the flash kits gunning them down. These are tanky units, though. Not too worried about the flash kits. Tech Marine does not manage to cap the mid. Slightly mistimed. He's going to die for that, I should think. No, he does just get out of there. That's unfortunate. He could have got it and got out, but not on the cards. Touch of Nurgle now on the Heretics. It makes them explode when they die, dealing damage equal to the health of the unit. Or rather, the health of the model, I should say. Taking a lot of damage in retreat here, though. Flash gets forced off. There is a Plague turret here and a Chaos Predator. What happened? Val.Hero lost something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he lost. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy watching the... Oh, it was Grenade Launcher Heretics, wasn't it? Yeah. Here comes the Death Dread. Gonna die to the Predator, most likely, if he can path around. He's playing silly buggers, but there is a unit of Plague Marines here as well. There we go. Death Dread goes down. Chaos still with a massive advantage in VPs. The Blast Master sets up and knocks down the Tactical Marines before being forced into retreat. Nob squad on the way for Piano. Description, very choppy infantry, I would agree. They need to somehow retake a victory point here to the blue team. Ruthless at heart stuck in tier 2. Seems like Val might be as well. I'm not sure if he is or not, or if he's just replacing a Blood Crusher. The northern side is under the protection of Ruthless at heart Space Marines, but this is 3 units that aren't being used to try and push the mid or the south. Yeah, holding pattern will not do here. Ruthless needs to get aggressive. Let's see. Yeah, Val is indeed still in tier 2. So RedBeard and Piano need to make use of their tech advantage. There's the Nob leader for the Nob squad. Extremely powerful infantry unit. Very, very expensive. The sluggers getting gunned down in their droves as they approach here. The Predator in a decent position, hard to flank, has this shot blocker here, and the cover from the turret to prevent a rear attack. Sluggers really low. The Blight Grenades doing excellent work. Blastmaster, massive amounts of friendly fire there, killing shit tons of heretics. Blastmaster aiming again, hits the Plague Champion. Nobs forced into retreat, but they did force off the... Nob squad, preventing the cap down here. Is there any way they can move into the mid? What's Ruthless doing? Ruthless is killing heretics in their dozens. Plague Champion might go down as well. Veil of Time used on the Librarian to try and speed him into combat, and he does go down. Can Ruthless use this momentum? Cult of Speed again, moving the Rhino nice and fast. Orcs have been forced back to base. Let's see if we can... Blastmaster misses the Librarian, and now Force Shield coming out. Or Force Barrier, I can't remember exactly what it's called. Blastmaster knocks this Tech Marine off the cap. Bloodlet's is TPing in. And here they are. Chaos Dreadnought next for Val.Hero. Chaos Predator needs to beware of the Nobs. This is a Mark of Nurgle Chaos Predator. Not as fast as the Mark of Khorne, but considerably tankier, and has this damage over time effect. Now Nob has gone down. Nob's taking sustained fire now from Tzeentch CSM. This isn't what they want, and also Chaos Terminators are in play. Healing up from the battery pack. of the mech boy are the Knobs, but still forced to retreat. Ruthless could not get down this staircase to support his teammate. Tech Marine being mobbed by Bloodletters, not a situation a Tech Marine ever wants to find himself in. However, Slugger Boys have forced Plague Marines into the house. They can use the ability burn that house if they wish, but all of the burner models have gone down. That autocannon shot from the Predator put paid to that idea. The mech trying to get a cap. Will he be able to? Grenade launcher heretics firing off their barrage. They will just interrupt it, and teleporting away is the mech of Piano. Unfortunate. Devastator Marines engaged in melee by Zinch CSM, and here comes the Chaos Dreadnought. Cult of Speed again to try and expedite the Razorback's retreat. Fighting retreat again from the Space Marines. Here comes Piano on a flank with Knobs and Flash Gits. There we go. However, the double cap will be reinstated down here by the Plague Marines of RedBeard. One final push. That's probably all they have time for. Space Marines and Orcs gathering in the north, trying to get a push onto the central victory point. They did manage to destroy the turret, but the Blastmaster is still in play. The Blastmaster's shot falls just short of the Librarian, who now has his Force Staff, as we would have been able to infer by the fact that he used Force Barrier, if we were smart people. Knobs charging in, taking a lot of damage from the autocannon of the Dreadnought, but look at the mince these Chaos Space Marines. Two models down instantly, Knobs pressing forwards. There's the Frenzy activated, and they will clean up this Marine squad and onto the Blastmaster. Blastmaster forced into retreat. Will they get out of here? It looks unlikely. One more hit. One more hit. Oh, they're not quite going to get it. Unfortunate. The Chaos Dreadnought will go down also. Nice shot there from the missile launcher. Of course, most of the damage was done by the last cannon devs, but now, blue team have managed to get onto this middle victory point. Can they hold it? Lightning Claw Terminators advancing with speed. But is it too much for them? They lost a model. Plague Champion moving in. That was the Aura of Decay used there to disrupt. And the Space Marines look like they have to retreat from these Terminators. Backed into a corner by Lightning Claw Terminators is a real bad place to be. But here comes Sluggers trying to force them off. There's only one Terminator remaining. The Slugger Knob will do damage to them, considerable amounts of it actually, if he can stay in, but he can't, and teleporting away is that last Lightning Claw Terminator, preserving the life of the squad. Bloodletters mixing it up with the Knobs. Not a fight they will win. Not a fight they even want any part of. And here are the blasters for the Flash Gits now. A 10% chance to knock down and deal explosive damage in an area around the Flash Git, but the trade-off is a massive energy weapon. Does a huge amount of damage. Oh, and here is the Plague Champion. Capping up, able to disrupt with the Aura of Decay, and now retreating out of there. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong Plague Champion. He's now getting the Aura of Decay. Oh, there is another Plague Champion in here, so I might well have seen it. Power Fist. Oh, that Blastmaster shot, knocking down the Librarian. See, Shroom's here to tell me all the things I don't notice. Such as the Librarian not being able to get knocked down when he's quickening. Piano has recognized the danger of Val.Hero sending units to the north. There is a Razorback on patrol, but what is going to be done here? Sluggers get the decap, but they cannot hang around. There are Lightning Claw Terminators in the area. The mid will be recaptured by Heretics of Val.Hero. And the Plague Champion retreating out of here. He will probably... He won't get out. One more shot, one more shot. Oh, 6 HP. Here comes the Cult of Speed-induced multi-melted Dreadnought. Whilst the Rhino... The Razorback, sorry, is accosted by Bloodletters, Demons of the Warp. The multi-melted Dreadnought tries to get a punch in. He gets one. Not able to claim one model, but that wasn't the punch. What's going on down here? Knobs being stunk up a storm. Lightning Claw Terminators and Knobs going at it, mano a mano. Terminators are healing up slowly, but the Orcs are forced into retreat. Nothing to deal with this Predator. The only AV on the field is the Las Cannon Devastator and the Tactical Marines. And the Multi-Melter, so this could be a rough position for the Predator if he can get in there. The Multi-Melter will do a significant amount of damage to him.
My balls.
Thank you for the follow, King Arthur Pendragon. Pew pew pew. Lots of DACA going down from the Space Marines, trying to keep the Chaos Space Marines pinned in this little foxhole. Plague Champion now, being forced off the field. Will he go down? Yes, he will. That was under the effect of Mark Target from the Tech Marine, which increases the damage he takes from by 40%. Knobs now getting into melee with the Chaos Predator. Not what you want to see. Where are the Terminators? The Terminators are involved with Slugger Boys. But at this HP, Terminators can't tangle with the Knobs. This is a good push here from the blue team. Red team look pretty spent. And the Fun Cloud moves forwards, trying to make sure the Flash Kits have a whale of a time. And a triple cap here shortly for blue team. Red have plenty of time. They don't need to rush this. They have power. They don't have a great deal of upkeep being paid at the moment, so their requisition is alright. They have decent income. They don't need to panic. They have to just sort out their composition and come back in. The Land Raider Phobos is the choice from RedBeard. Not sure about that one. On a map like this, the Land Raider Phobos seems like it will just get stuck and killed by the AV of the Space Marines. More Heretics on the field from Val.Hero, who is still stuck in Tier 2. Ruthless at heart finally managing to get up to Tier 3. Let's see if Val.Hero can defend his power here. Well, I appreciate that, King Arthur. Unfortunately, I don't believe that I am not convinced that that would be beneficial for Indrid. It would certainly be beneficial for me, you know, having that kind of exposure. I do not believe that my presence would add anything to an Indrid cast. So that is very unlikely to happen. Of course, if it does happen, I will be most pleased, but you know, there's very little for him to gain from that. As the established sort of voice of Dawn of War 2. The Librarian forcing off the Zinj CSM with support from the Razorback in the backlines. Librarian's done a lot of work here, actually. Bloodletters moving in, and They Shall Know No Fear is popped by the Tactical Marine Squad, knocking down on melee strike. Makes them very hard to deal with. Meanwhile, we have here the Super Tough Beam from the Mech Boy, buffing up the Knobs as they are engaged in melee with the Lightning Claw Terminators. Venerable Dreadnought is the call from Ruthless at heart, and the Dirge Caster from the Phobos doing great work on this Orc army. The Lightning Claw Terminators sticking around 3 models, 600 HP. That is insanely lucky to have so many models left up with so little help. Tough to see. This has been a really hard fought game. We have a second unit of Flash Kits up. Terminators have to retreat. Not enough health. The Khorne Dreadnought is on his way. And what's this? Is this a Venerable Dreadnought? Or it's just a random drop pod? It's just a random drop pod. And the nuke here. Did that kill shit? I think it did. I think it got devs. Oh no. He dropped the wrong pod. Shouldn't be the end of the world. He still has enough for the Venerable Dread. And here it is, being dropped behind the Phobos. Phobos just managing to get out of there. If that drop pod had come in behind, it would have blocked the path of the Phobos. Venerable Dread now needs to watch out. The Phobos' las cannons, if it manages to gain any kind of range, are going to tear this thing to shreds. Meanwhile, Khorne Dreadnought getting in there. Khorne Dreadnought getting in there against the Knobs. This is a tough fight. Everyone going hammer and tongs. The Khorne Dreadnought now activating his Blood Rage. Going nuts. Blood for the Blood God. But the Knobs are resolute. They are standing strong. Holding it together. Last Knob now on the field. He's going to be pincered to death. Can he hold him long enough? He can. The Missile Launch Attack Squad is going to be able to take out the Khorne Dreadnought. This Knob. Promote this man. He did it. He is the scariest Knob that ever did live. What a bloodbath. Val.Hero is completely spent. He has so much power, but he just can't use it. He has no requisition. What's going on here? This is Heretics. The Heretics are going for the Northern VP. They're going to get gunned down, however, by the Razorback. What's this? Librarian slapping to death. Oh, bloody hell. 7 HP those Noise Marines survive on. And the Librarian has to get out of there. He doesn't want to mess with these lads. The Lightning Claw Terminator is now afflicted by marked target. Plasma Gun Tech Marine will do huge amounts of damage. Teleporting Bloodletters coming on in to support their brothers. The Land Raider Phobos has done a lot of work, actually. I didn't think it would be good, but it's been real good. Knobs heading back out onto the field. They do not have their Knob leader. Piano does have the resources to repurchase him if he wishes to. Val has nothing left. It's literally Bloodletters and a Plague Champion, that's all. The fights for the blue team have been exceptional here. Val now sacrificing his Plague Champion. Gonna try and get this cap. He's not able to do so. Funcloud dropped down on him. Armor of Pestilence, Aura of Decay was used in there. I'm pretty sure I saw them go get knocked back, but down he goes to the Knobs. And he was not able to capture this victory point. Heading to the north again are the Plague Marines. This time the Razorback is not there. Where is he? The Razorback is on the south side of the map. RedBeard's Plague Champion, in there, mixing it up with the Knobs, not where you want to be, even this melee build Plague Champion. Does not want to be there. Orbs of the Omnissiah drop down on the Phobos. Dirgecaster used to try and defend it whilst this stun runs out. Heretics not able to repair, having to retreat, and the Dirgecaster was not enough to stop the Phobos from going down. Bloodletters. Now exploding with Touch of Nurgle. There's a truck here. Bloodletters not able to pull this off. This is looking rough for the red team. They don't have anything left. They've got Lightning Claw Terminators. They've got a Blastmaster being chased by a Librarian. Look at the roster from Piano. And a Predator now on the field. The super tough beam from the Mech Boy used on the Knobs to try and fight the Lightning Claw Terminators. Meanwhile, Plague Marines trying to punch a Razorback to death. Sirs, you have a missile launcher. You do. I know you do. And here come Tactical Marines to support. Steel Rain enacted once more. Commander Boreal is proud of his brothers here. And now the Predator is in support. Meanwhile, in the middle, Plague Marines being sacrificed. Try and cap. That's not going to happen, lads. Bloodletters now teleported in to try and take over their place. The Plague Champion with no indicator, punching a mech to death. Nice, I didn't even see him. Where are the Terminators? The Terminators are being kited by a truck and flash kits. Nice micro here from Piano. Oh my god, look at that damage. Bloodletters were able to get the decap, but not able to capture it for themselves. The Mech Boy is revived. Teleports up and goes for the cap. What's going on down here? Heretics are capping. There is a single shooter boy looking to stop him, but there are flash kits as well. Decapped again. Plague Champion now using the Pestilence Strike to try and protect himself, but he's not going to get it. He might get the decap, but then he'll go down straight away. And indeed he does. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Pestilence Strike again, and the Aura of Decay knocking down the Knobs. It does kill one of them. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. What a bloodbath this game has been. Triple cap now for blue. Holy sugar lumps. Great play from the blue team here. Coming back in this. The fighting has been insane. Chosen Plague Marines finally on the field for Val.Hero. Probably could have seen them used earlier. If this shooter boy lives, he is truly blessed by Gork and Mork. And it looks like that is the case. And the red team, they've got nothing left. There's no red for nukes. Nothing to do here. Bloodletter's desperately trying to get the decap, but they're not going to get it. What happened in the mid here? Heretics charged in suicidally. What a game. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. That's game 1. This is a best of 5. We are truly, truly blessed. I'll catch you in a bit. See you for game 2.